Hi everybody! So if you follow my blog, you know that I recently took off my gel nails and had a really bad experience. They weren't too happy that I didn't want to fill, and the guy was really rough with my nails. If you take a look, you can see, obviously the polish is chipped, it looks awful, but there's some really raw cuticles, the nails are really short. And basically what happened was the nails got really thin and flimsy, and a lot of them, even after the salon, they broke and tore my cuticles. They really just jagged edged, really rough looking. It's horrible. I apologize that you would have to look at these for like this long. So what I wanted to do was make a video about how to kind of fix your ruined nails. So hopefully you never have them as bad as mine are right now. Maybe you're in the process of rehabbing your nails if you're a biter, but hopefully this video helps you out a little bit. Okay, so just to go over what I'm using today, I'm using just a store brand nail polish remover and some cotton balls. Going to remove the old color. I've got a bowl here of warm water just to soak my nails and soften up the cuticles. I have Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover, which is really good for the more rough, dry cuticles. I also really like to use that on my toenails. I've got just a cuticle oil that I got at Sally Beauty Supply, as well as the Sally Hansen Maximum Growth Cuticle and Nail Moisture Treatment Pen. I really like that because it helps the nails to grow a little bit stronger. I've also got Double Duty from Sally Hansen. This is great because it's a base and a top coat in one, which I really like. And then I've just got some nail tools here, cuticle clippers, nail clippers, a pusher, things like that. For my nail color, I'm going to be using this one. It's a new one that I got. It's Nails Inc. Special Effects 3D Glitter in the color Connaught Square. I just picked this up at Sephora the other day, and it's a really pretty blue and purple glitter. I really liked it. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and start removing my nail polish. And I'm going to soak my nails just until they're softened a little bit. Alright, so I've just soaked my nails for a few minutes. You can see some of them are a little bit stained from the polish, but we'll get to that later. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of the cuticle remover, just a small amount, and I'm going to just dab the tiniest amount on each nail. I'll show you one. Just put a little. And then what we're going to do is just rub it in a little bit into the cuticle. You don't want to let this sit for too long. You don't want to break them down too much. And then just kind of rinse it off. And then what we'll do is take the cuticle pusher. This one has, I don't know if you can see, sort of like a half moon side to it. We're just going to use that and just gently push the cuticles down a little bit. You don't want to go too rough because you can put some dents in your nail, but I'm just going to kind of rub those down. Perfect. And then we'll trim those. We're going to rinse that a little bit. Take the cuticle clippers, and you can see that just kind of gently clip what you see here on the nail. In the case of the ones that have these little like hangnails here, I'm just going to kind of trim them down just, oops, sorry, you can't see that, just a touch. Okay, just to kind of clean that up a little. I don't know if you can see. It's a little bit more clean now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of the nails. Okay, so now my nails are nice and clean. The cuticles have been pushed. And now we have a nice blank canvas to work with. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to shape my nails the way I like them. I like both the scissors and the clippers depending. I'm going to use scissors I think today just because I want a little bit of a cleaner edge. I don't want to have to file a lot because let's face it, there's not much length right now. And then what I'll do is just kind of file them in one direction to get that smooth edge. So let's see if I can just kind of show you here. This one's not a terrible amount of crooked. So I'm just going to kind of smooth out these edges. I'm just going to cut as little as I can today because, like I said, I do like my nails a little bit longer and there's not much to work with here. So again, just small little cuts. And work slowly. I mean, you don't want to do it in one big chunk and then have a really crooked nail. But that looks pretty good. I kind of like the shape of that. And I'll smooth it out with the file as well, but I'm going to do the rest of them and just, like I said, file them. Always file in one direction because if you drag the file back and forth across your nails, it can actually cause a little tearing and it can be bad for your nails. So I'm going to go ahead and just shape them the way that I like and be back soon. Okay, so now my nails are nicely shaped and I've kind of just clipped them to the length that I like them at. And what I'm going to use now is the Sally Hansen Maximum Growth Pen. I like this because you can just kind of twist the bottom and get the amount of product that you want. It has a little built-in brush. And I'm just going to apply this kind of liberally to each nail. And then I'm just going to rub that in to each one. And I'm going to just kind of let it absorb and dry. Okay, so now that the cuticle oil has dried, I'm going to go ahead with the Sally Hansen Double Duty. I like this because it's a base coat as well as a top coat. And Sally Hansen has a lot of great products for strengthening your nails, including this one. So I'm just going to take a little bit. I tend to be a little bit messy with the base coat on purpose. I like it nice and smooth, the coat, but I'm not overly picky about the edges of the nail like I am with the nail polish because I find that even if you get a little on the edges, it actually helps to make it easier to clean up your nail polish. I mentioned earlier that some of my nails were stained from the polish, the previous polish. I don't know if you can see that. What happened was at the salon when they did my nails, they didn't put down a base coat. And what can happen is if you're using a dark or a very bright or pigmented polish, it can actually stain the nail a little bit, which is why it is really important. I mean, a base coat helps to protect your nails, helps to set a foundation for your color, but it can also protect it from staining. Okay, so my base coat has dried, and we're going to go ahead and start painting. The trick is to make sure you do nice thin coats. You can always add more coats, but if you glob it on, you're going to get messy, not so pretty results. So I'm just going to start, it's hard to do on camera, I'm going to start just with a little polish. Don't start right at the base, just kind of push it down a little and pull up. You don't want to... Okay, so instead of me showing you each layer little by little, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish painting this first coat, let it dry, put on a second coat, and then once that is fully dry, I'll go back in with the Double Duty as a top coat. And I'll just show you what that looks like at the end and how we can clean up if there's any messiness around the edges. Okay, so just before I do the top coat, I want to show you how I just kind of clean up the edges here, anything that got a little bit messy. So I'm going to take a little bit of polish remover and just put it a little bit in there. And I'm going to take, that's like a flat end, sharp end, to the cuticle pusher, and I just kind of just barely dip that in there, get a little cotton, kind of twist that around. Just grab, oops, a little bit of polish remover, not too much. And then what I'm going to do is just run it right along the edges. And especially here at the top, because they're a little short right now. Just some little messy edges. Just kind of rub that along so you get a nice, smooth, clean edge. Just like that. And I'm just going to repeat that for the rest of them. Like I said, there's a few small areas like here where a little got past the edge. And then what I'll do is just seal it with a top coat, and I'll show you guys the end result. Okay, so now I've got a top coat on, and you can kind of see the end result. I'll take some pictures so you guys can see it a little bit better. But the blue glitter is really fine, and then the purple glitter is a little bit more chunky, so you actually get a really nice result. I did do 2 coats of top coat only because the texture of the glitter, I mean, you don't want it to feel chunky when you touch it, and now it's smooth. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and hopefully your nails never look as bad as mine did in the beginning of this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys visit my blog, The Gorgeous Cupcake.